Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alright. You've seen the title. You know what we're going to be doing today. And you know how painful it's going to be for me. So, you might be asking, Shadow, why are you doing this to yourself? Well, the reason is simple. Base Library of Ruina was 23 episodes long. This is episode 24 of Modded Ruina. So, I wanted to do something special. And I think the most special thing is going to be doing the receptions of Philip. I was going to save it until the end of the modded series, which is why I've avoided literally every single one. However, we're going to be doing it a lot sooner, since this is basically the big milestone of we have officially surpassed Base Library of Ruina. Also, ignore that Angela's lobotomy corp. Angela, I was experimenting with skins, but it doesn't seem like it totally works. Basically, we're just using the actual, like, ego page of, Bloodbath Angela that you fight. But that's fine. Now, we do have the Book Hunter in our floor of general receptions. Like I said, I did want to add her. I thought she was really cool. So, here she is. That is basically the long and short of it. So, I did swap around her stuff just a little bit. Obviously, not too much. We do want her to just be a powerhouse. And because we're going to be restoring health, Graceful Blood Fiend is just going to be very, very strong. And I tried to give her dialogue that sort of... Wait, what? Okay, well, never mind. I did give her unique dialogue that I thought really fit her, but the game decided to reset all of it. Okay, well, we'll set that back up for now, but I gave her what I thought was pretty fitting dialogue, but regardless. Here are the new passives we're going to be using. We are using Serum K Infusion Shields. At the start of the scene, all allies recover 2 health. Hypocrisy from the Savior. If the amount of living allies is higher than the amount of living enemies, offensive die gain +1 power. If the amount of living allies is lower or equal to the amount of enemies, offensive die gain +2 power. A little bit of a comeback mechanic. And then bonus page for a chance to gain some strength. As for pages we're using, Knowledge Acquisition, because Restore to Light, gain 2 fragments of knowledge, pretty strong. Multi-Slash, because it is just solid. Shockwave, exact same thing. Overwhelming Momentum, this is where it gets interesting. Combat Start. If user is targeted by 3 or more pages, copy and add the second die of this page to the counter queue. On hit, gain 1 strength and endurance next scene. So, she is our comeback character. If a fight is going really, really badly, she is going to be the one we rely on to basically make up for it. So I think it's going to be really good, especially with her quote-quote scaling using the fragments of knowledge and the tokens of knowledge, whatever they are. Memories of the Star. Gain 2 fragments of knowledge. Draw pages equal to half of the amount of fragments on self with a maximum of 3. And then deal some stagger, deal some pierce, and counter block. Power of Knowing, an effectively free card, because it costs 2 and restores 2 life. On hit, gain 2 fragments of knowledge, deal stagger damage equal to the amount of fragments of knowledge on self. Pretty good dodge, and then a decent blunt. The Wing Voracious for Knowledge, because I thought it was really fitting if she had a Librarian of Death card. On use, restore 2 light, draw 2 pages. On hit, restore 1 light, target loses 1 light. Not that that really matters, most enemies are shimmering anyway. And restore light again, and then on clash lose, target restores 1 light. Knowledge Overflow. Gain 3 fragments of knowledge. All dice on this page gain power equal to 1/3 of the amount of fragments of knowledge on self. And then, As If the Stars Are Far Away. Mass individual on hit gain 1 fragment of knowledge. So overall, should be pretty good. I guess we'll see. But yeah. Now, I was given a really interesting idea. So, as we know, Marcos Jr., our dedicated Queenie, is currently using the second Fixer Queen of Hatreds page because that, combined with the actual Magical Girl page, is really, really effective for healing. However, I was given a little bit of a unique idea. If we give the second Fixer page to Amaterasu, we will have every Magical Girl on Tiffer's floor, and someone who can still use the ego pages of the actual floor. And then we could just keep the cosmetic on Marcos Jr., and he will be using the regular Magical Girl of Love's page. So, I actually think that's a pretty solid idea, and I might actually end up doing that because, I mean, there's really no downsides. It does reduce our overall healing in Bina's floor, but to be fair, Bina's floor is so freaking strong, I don't think it matters. Although the same could be said about Tifferth, so, you know, shoots and ladders. Alright.
Roland, do you remember the story about ego?
Well, it's about the realization of the human mind, right? You need to be strong enough to change yourself, and at the same time, it has to be something that you truly want. So, what's wrong with that?
There's something I want to try. As you said, ego is the embodiment of a mind strong enough to change itself. Therefore, the way it manifests can vary, depending on the situation.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll recreate a guest who got the invitation before, but I will plunge them into a different situation. I'll use the same method to recreate the red mist in her... No, I used the same method to recreate the red mist in her prime.
Oh boy, just as I thought. This is gonna be bothersome. But hey, it's not like I'm not interested.
Well then, let's get started.
Oh god. See, we'll give Philip a real voice too, just for this episode. Hey, it's the infamous Philip is running away. Oh my god, what is Salvador's voice? I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Are you alright, Philip?
I'm fine, but Xianbei and the Master's wounds.
I see, so that's what you meant. If I recall correctly, I would have stepped down here by myself, but I think I did so with the old man. I don't think he'll last long with that wound, so what'll happen now?
You'll see soon enough. After all, everything is still in progress.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for everyone, but For everyone's sake. Philip, what did you want to do?
What?
No one can work only for someone. At least I think so. Plain vanity, not wanting to leave behind regrets. Whatever. Behind it all, there is a desire of what you want to do. It's the same for Yuna and I. We both do it for our own reasons. What do you want to do? If you can't answer, you might as well be wandering around without a destination.
What I want to do? No, I don't know what I want to do. I don't even know the right choice.
I don't think you'll get an answer soon. However, if you decide what you truly desire and choose, I believe it will be the right decision. Why? Because I want to.
Even if you might die?
I will have no regrets for the rest of my life. The only thing I'm worried about is you. You seem to be deeply troubled by something. I don't think I'll be able to ask you about it, but at the very least, I don't want you to lose your way.
Are you sure you have no other regrets?
If there's anything else I haven't done, well, the Shanghua Tang you brew. I can't drink it again. What a shame.
Until the very end, it's all about me. And yet I put the master in Xianbei. I can't believe in them. I see. I didn't want to see anything. I didn't want to listen to anything. Oh, sorry. Am I making Philip to cry, baby? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. The fool runs away from everything. I feel like he'd be emotional. And finally, I didn't want to say anything. I thought it would be better for everyone if I didn't choose anything. I thought it was better if I worked for someone instead of acting selfishly. But it wasn't. I was just running away from my own choices. I was afraid of the consequences of my decisions. Force that choice on other people for someone else's benefit. The consequences of imposing those choices. Guilt and shame, they keep tormenting me. I got some water, so sorry if his voice is a little bit different. And so, I began wandering away from it all. And when I realized it was a mistake, it was too late. Alright. Oh my god. He's weak to blunt. I guess that means we have to use Yeson. Alright. Speed dice plus 5. Shimmering. Flames burning in the dark. 75% reduction in damage caused by burns. Okay. When a condition other than burns is inflicted, it is nullified, and burns are gained by the same value instead, with a minimum of 1. Dusk Resolution. All dice gain plus 1 power per 10 burn on the owner, with a max of 2. Increase the amount of damage dealt by the number of burn times 1% up to 100%. Increase the amount of damage dealt by the number of burn. Okay, so I'd imagine based on the burn on yourself, you inflict more damage and stagger damage. I'm pretty sure that's what that's trying to say. Burn Stigma. At the start of the scene, all enemies are inflicted with 1 burn stigma. Flaming Sword. On use, inflict 3 burn to self, restore 3 light, draw 1 page. Huh! Flaming Sword Flash. Inflict 3 burn to self, draw 1 page, inflict 2 burn twice. Unstoppable Flame. 3 burn to self, restore 3 light, draw 1 page. Oh my god, that's so little. Hang on. Spend 10 of the opponent's burn for 15 damage and 15 stagger damage. If the target is staggered afterwards, inflict 3 burn to all enemies. Flame Barrier. 5 burn to self, restore 1 light, draw 2 pages. Block, block. Bursting Sword Strikes. 3 burn to self, restore 4 light. That seems, Dude, I can't... That's so little. Spend 10 of the opponent's burn for 15 damage, 15 stagger damage. If the burn is less than 9, inflict 2 unstable stigma next turn. Stigma of Passion. 3 burn to self,
If own burn is 5 or more, all dice on this page gain +1 power and inflict burn stigma and unstable stigma. Burning emotions. All dice on this page lose 2 power. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. Huh. Big dodge, big blunt, big slash. Dusk. Not to be confused with Dawn. Haha, get it? Inflict 8 burn to self, gain 1 protection. Inflict 3 burn to all enemies. And on hit, inflict 3 burn. Blazing Strong Strike. Inflict 10 burn to self, recover gain 2 protection, recover 4 HP. 13 to 26, inflict 10 burn. I'm tempted to just go all in and destroy him with this floor. Yeah, no, that's just what I'm gonna do. By the time I realized no one was left around me. But I just know exactly what I want to do. My master believed in me until the end. No matter what you do, you will never get back what you lost. On the contrary, we may die here. I understand that. Still, at least, I don't want to just walk away from this and be ashamed of myself. I'll keep myself because someone believed in me, because surely only through my own will can I do it. Maybe this kind of determination is also dusk for the library. Maybe it's like the sun setting for the stars to rise. But what does it matter? Even if we face the night, if we endure the long darkness, dawn will eventually come. So why should I give up? Whether it's meaningless or too late. Finally, even if this whole body burns out, I'm on a path I believe in. Words will no longer be necessary. So be it. Alright, what'd we get? Burn Stigma. Up to 1 different speed dice are selected at the start of the scene. The effects of the page used on this inflict 2 burn to self regardless of the effect, and then lose 1. Let's see. Fragment of Natural Sciences. Ah! On a successful hit, if target has 3 or more feeble or disarmed. Okay. Well, not amazing. Okay. Yes. So, how she works. If she's in the floor of general work, she chooses a different floor and gains that effect. So she actually changes what she does based on the floor she's in. Now, that being said, here's our burn stigma page, so we want to use as few pages as possible, but you know what? I'm going to go for censored.
You will be censored. Out. Well, yeah, you'll be censored and then you'll be gone. Obviously.
The wing voracious for knowledge. Multi-slash because we can. Let us see. Perhaps I should go for assassination initiation. Yes, that does sound very useful to me. And then I will also go for Book of Light.
And then I'm gonna go for multi-slash, and we'll just hold off. Ooh, wait a minute. Actually, who's clashing here? You, and then we'll go for Ocean Current instead. Now, it's time for Vera's turn. We will clash here, and then I'm going to clash right here. This should be a big ol' turn. Censored. Bubble. Snake Slit. Okay, well, we are applying a little bit of burn to him, but that's not the end of the world.
The wing voracious for knowledge.
Okay, we actually lost that. That sucks. Somehow got the multi-slash through, though.
Assassination initiation.
Okay, Book of Light. Meh. We all take a little bit of burn. Let's go Crown of Thorns on aim. It makes sense. Next. Photon Barrier. I cannot help but shake the feeling he's going to hit us very hard. Therefore, I want to hit him even harder. Here we go! Bailing after images? Yes, you cannot go wrong with a page that cannot be lost against. Knowledge acquisition. Sink into misery. That's a strong wing. Pierce through. You think yourself invulnerable. You think yourself the favorite of everyone. You are wrong. And I will show you. Alright, a little bit of a weird turn, but we're just gonna try it out. Ow. Sever the night sky! Ow. Herald's congregation. Ow. Not great. The wing, voracious for knowledge. Alright. Mass individual. Okay. Let us see what you're made of. What are you doing? That is gonna freaking hurt. Not a lot to be done about it, though. Then here we go. Knowledge acquisition. The Moonlight Greatsword. Witch Dream. Snake Slit. Ah, we lost the last one. That's okay. Oof. Did not manage to dodge either of those. Sally takes a big hit. Luckily, because of the Constructive Light passive, she doesn't actually walk away with too much damage taken. Sink into misery. Everyone recovers a bit of health. Violet Blade. Knowledge acquisition. Censored. Now, Forbidden Fruit. There's a couple that I know for a fact I want to see, and that is Violence on the Book Hunter, Love on Angela, Axe on Vera, The Weight of Sin on Ayan, and the 13th Tall on Sally. And we'll also do Burden Sins. Or do we do Censored? We'll take Censored. Why not? We'll give it a try. Now, let us see what can be done. We also did just get a special page on the Book Hunter, and she got Paige Wong. Okay. Well, guess we better use that. Alright, here we go. The wings. Tiny bit of damage. Paige Wong. A crime. Doesn't work. Meh. We didn't expect Acupuncture to work, but it's going to buff our other cards, which will. And it's taking a decent amount of damage. Slay is going to give us double benefits. The wing, voracious for knowledge. Shockwave. Double dodge. Sweet. Now we're actually taking a lot of damage. Oh, there's one I know I want at 5, but what do I want for 4? You know what? Despair on Vera. And then Eden. I wonder how this is gonna work. So we have 2 censored. Yeah, you know what? We'll go for one of the censored because we literally can't go for the other one at the moment. Oh no. Bursting Passion. On hit, inflict 5 burn to each other. On hit, removes all the opponent's turn, deals double damage equal to... Oh, I thought he was going for only the burn selected pages. Interesting. Okay, well, in that case, yeah, I definitely want to clash with that and not die. Alright, here we go. Let's hope no one dies.
Censored with the stilted realm.
You are debuffed. Okay, big hits all around.
Everybody burns.
Alright, I think that actually worked out in our favor.
Censored. It is beyond your comprehension. You cannot understand what it is.
Slay. Cover a bit of our resources. Acupuncture. It buffs us.
Censored. Do you see it?
One wing. And here we go. Now, we usually go for Time Vortex, because Time Vortex is very strong. Plus, I just adore the animation, I gotta be honest. You know, okay, fine, we'll do it. We'll do it again. I love this card. I think this might be the turn he goes down. I do not believe he has enough to deal with our raw superiority.
And we will show him. Then let's finish this, Philip.
You might have been able to get through your distortion phase,
but you cannot get through the end of time.
Bit of strength.
Knowledge acquisition.
Almost staggered. This fight is drawing to a close.
Goodbye, Philip.
As I suspected, it wasn't a straightforward process. Still, it sure looked like there was a lot of difference, even in the same ego. I think the one I just saw was significantly stronger. Yeah, it was, considering he actually almost killed us.
I guess the biggest difference would be the complete expression of the ego. He manifested ego in the original timeline, but there was mistrust within his heart. As a result, his manifestation was incomplete. Earlier, because he truly believed in himself, the manifestation was complete.
Having the old man tell him he believed in him was great. It was the same as Zhao, when the emotions are unstable to the point that ego is about to manifest. I think the influence of the people around you is very important.
Perhaps manifesting ego at its fullest form is hard to achieve alone.
I guess so. Because no one could truly live alone.
Well, yeah.
This isn't the Dawn office? I think I was fighting in the library. I couldn't fight to the end again. Only I survived, and with no one to rely on or protect. I couldn't take revenge. I couldn't protect. What's the point? I got up and proceeded, but I couldn't do anything. I'm the one. Can I live with everyone else's sacrifice?
Yeah, probably, 'cause you're a big coward. Philip, you sent us to our deaths. How does it feel to live alone at everyone else's expense?
No. This is...
You left us all alone, and you said you were coming to help us. And in the end, you were going to help other people. You forced us to make sacrifices. You just need an excuse.
No, I didn't.
Are you kidding us that you are so firm after everyone who tried to help you alone died? What has changed since the first time you defended yourself on plausible grounds? You know as well as I do, you are not the only one. That it was you who did it to us.
Philip, I shouldn't have trusted you.
No. No. This is a dream. It's an illusion. You can't tell me anything more. But I... With my mentor and Senior Una, when I was with the people from the Wedge office, I went in with them and ran away by myself. Because I'm weak. I couldn't solve the problem alone and sent everyone to their deaths. I'm the one. What more reason is there to live? No one by my side. Alone. Gradually. I'm going crazy. I'm the sun. The sun rises and sets again. What was I trying to do? I was so overcome with regret and guilt that I was ready to give it all up. Everyone else is dead and I'm still alive. Yeah, it is. It was easy. I have to live. Like the sun that sets each day and rises each day to be reborn anew. I would be a better person if today's events promised me a better tomorrow. No need to worry about guilt. No matter what happens, you move on. Toward tomorrow, not today. If you're so tied up in the past you can't look forward properly, I'd rather bury the past and fly away.
For me, and for those who died.
What the heck happened? Did you evolve that ego?
That guest was incompletely expressing ego. It has now manifested itself as a decent force.
That one was incomplete, so I can't imagine how much stronger it could have been. It's pretty mind-boggling to think that there'll be many more guests like this in the future. I can't even imagine how strong that crazy group in particular is.
It is only your role to entertain.
This time it will surely end.
Greetings, dear guest.
It's you again.
Are you here to take revenge on the Dawn office and the Wedge office? I might have meant to say for, not on.
Yes. Then I came to get the book.
Do you have any regrets about your actions?
I have regrets, but I can't let that hold me back. And it seems I have nothing more to say to you.
If that's the case, I'll let you in. May you find your book in this place.
Alright, we're taking the floor of General again, right? No, we're not. Philip. Endured to all. Oh, great. Inflicts 2 burn to all enemies at the start of the scene. Immunity information varies according to the cycle. Ah, so he starts endured to everything. Okay. Shimmering, yep. Cycle. Gain dawn, morning, noon, evening, and midnight effects in order at the start of the scene. Upon reaching emotion level 5, add a mass attack page to hand, and gain noon effect permanently. Red Star, Dying Sun, something like that. That's my guess. I'm guessing that's going to be it. Dwarf Star. When HP drops to 1, fully restore HP and stagger resist and gain emotion level 5. HP cannot drop below 1 before this occurs. Sun Protection uses the Helios page, which removes burn damage, and the Phaeton page, which inflicts burn on the target. Burning Will. Inflicts 1 to 2 burn on hit upon getting hit, inflict 1 to 2 burn to the attacker. We cannot see what pages he has. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to take Tifrith out, I gotta be honest. But I also know that we take Tifrith out a lot. Or at least it feels like... See, as we go, it's actually getting harder and harder to tell which floors I have not used very much. But you know what's funny? I don't actually think we've used Gabura all that much. Like, for the most part, Gabura's floor was used a lot in base Ruina, but I don't actually think we've used her all that much here. Like, we normally, our go-to is Hod whenever a fight's really hard. Likewise, we haven't used Cheesed very much. You know what? Let's take Cheesed out for a spin. Why not? We haven't brought him out for a while. He can do this, no problem.
Let's do this. We could lose everything if we hesitate.
We cannot be happy because of them. Just make them disappear.
Command execute.
Ivan!
Co has a command, and it is to destroy Philip. Now then, what will you do?
Also, I saw Helios somewhere there. Where is it? Ah, Helios. Okay, we'll get to that. Inflict Helios on the target. Okay. Wing Shield. On Clash Win, inflict burn to each other, 2 to 4, slash. Phaeton. On use, inflict 30 burn to the target. Oh, very cool. Dawn. On Clash Win, inflict 1 burn to each other 3 times. Okay. Command execute. Dawn, gain 2 protection, stagger protection. Okay. So is this going to be a holdout deal? Because that's kind of what I'm seeing. Well. Let's just gain a little bit of resources then. May as well.
If there's nothing else that we can do, we will gain all of our charge. Charge enough to battle the setting sun. Now, then let us gain some charge. The forked bolt.
Ow. Yeah, we basically just gotta push through for now. Get rid of a little bit of that block. Graze the grass. Energy conversion should be good. Graze the grass once again.
Rebuilding heart.
Okay, everyone is now above 10 charge. Some people are even further than that. Okay, now what is this debuff he put on us? It's already gone. Okay, we should have looked at it. That's fine. Morning. Gain 1 protection and stagger protection. All dice gain 1 power. Oh boy, when you get midnight forever, you're gonna have like +4 dice power forever too, aren't you? I think I'm understanding how this might end up working. Let's go for Graze of Grass, because we don't have any other option. We'll also go for End of the Line, just to get a tiny bit of damage. Sun obscured by the clouds. 5 to 10 on hit, gain 2 strength next turn. 2 to 4 on clash lose, gain 2 strength next scene. Wow, that's up to 4 strength. That is, it's perfectly fine. All allies spend 4 charge. All dice on this page gains +2 power for every ally that has spent charge. Yeah. You know what? That seems like it could work out real nicely. Then we'll go for Mechanical Cocoon. And we will also go for Stargaze. You know what? We'll just go for End of the Line and Multi-Slash. Why not? We'll cover a little bit of our resources. Potentially stagger ourselves, but I actually don't think that's going to happen. And then we could use Stargaze once again. Alright, this is going to be a big turn for just regaining our stuff. There goes the Lux Laser. Mechanical Cocoon. Everybody gains a little bit of charge. Pushing through morning. Okay, Stargaze ends up working out.
End of the line.
Golden Opportunity does not work out for us, so we don't get that charge. That's okay. Multi-slash, recover a bit of our stuff. Take a ton of damage. Let's see. Courage on Cheesed because he relies on allies being alive, so we may as well make him more powerful the more allies that are alive. Now, let's see. What are you going for? Axial Tilt. Burn, burn, burn. Noon. Okay. He's up to all counter die, and he's starting to become immune. Okay. Blazing Strike, Helios, Blazing Sword, and Fierce Rush. So we're slowly starting to run out of time. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. We are on a timer. Alright, we just gotta play recovery. Nameless one! Well, there goes our second Lux Laser, basically. Big damage. Axial Tilt. Ugh. Okay, Shockwave does end up working in our favor. Unfortunately, our blocks do not. Big damage. Energy Conversion. It's only ineffective right now. It's not immune. But he is hitting like a truck. I'm going to do Gleaming. And I'm going to do Gleaming on Cozy. Cozy likes Stagger. After all, he does praise the accursed moon. Evening. All dice gain +1 power, and he's now normal to all damage. Okay. Well, alright. Data deletion error. Okay, good blocks. Rebuild a heart. Out. Okay, Grace Grass almost worked out for us, surprisingly. Ember Rekindle. Stargaze. Okay. We did lose Bong Bong because we basically got burnt out. Alright. So Cheese becomes a little bit weaker. He is staggered to everything. Midnight. Even if this sun goes away, I will get a Ray of Light. No effect. Can't do anything this turn. Well, this seems like the prime opportunity to absolutely go all in. Alright, big damage. Forked Bolt. Nebula Cannon. Energy Beam. Graze of Grass. End of the line. Erase what remains. 283 damage. Yeah, that would be because he's staggered and super low health. Oblivion. Power of the Past. Power of the Past. On Cheesed. I'm gonna go for the revive. Where is it? False Throne. Okay. So let's see, what are his buffs? Noon. All dice gain 2 power. Offensive die increase the damage equal to burn divided by 2 of the target. Okay. So we need to get him... Oh, Melting Armor. Take no damage from burn and take 140 stagger damage at the end of the scene. Okay, so we just have to stagger him. That's easier said than done, considering on Clash lose gain 2 strength next scene. 14 to 20. Almost. Cozy was 1 short. Rebuilding Heart. Okay, Stargaze. Golden Opportunity. What's next? The Librarian has 3 or more light. You know what? I'm going to go for Harvest. Because we can make a really, really nasty combo work. False Throne. Right here. Then we go for our free stuff. Okay, we're not going to be able to win that one. That's okay. Nameless one right here. We should be able to win that clash. Stargaze, we can win that one. And then we are going to die to burn. The Nameless one. The False Throne. Ow. The 1 damage killed us. I actually... okay. Almost managed to still kill us, even through all of that. Oh, you're dead. You are unbelievably dead. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, let's just, actually, you know what? Plan. Harvest. And then Stargaze, because why not? And then... let's see. Erase what remains. And then... Rebuilding Heart. Multi-slash. And then you can counter this. Okay, I think we lose. The Harvest. He does get staggered at the end of the scene. But I don't know how much that's gonna matter. Oh, well, we're dead regardless, so. Oh! Yeah, because all our other people are gonna die. Well, we do leave him staggered. Oh! But we don't manage to kill him. Alright, technically we did kill him, but then we, you know, died the second go. Alright, fine. Knight Philip. You are quite powerful indeed.
However, the night will always overtake the sun.
Oof. Okay, Degraded Lock does not work out for us. However, the power of the night is simply one that cannot be beaten. Our goal is to stagger this beast. I don't know where he was going, but... Snake Slit. Cover a bit of our health. And Marcos is going to die to burn, even through the no-die passive. Little bit unfortunate. Or... no, we're actually good to go. Now, don't get me wrong. Marcos is still most likely going to die. But this certainly does help. Let us do what we must. The Degraded Seal. The rites of the Blood Moon. Arcana Wave. Emotional Turbulence. Your burn means nothing to me. Pierce through. Shadow Sword. And 2 pierce throughs, although it's not going to do us a whole lot. Recover as much health as we can. Recover the health of our allies, even though we are absolutely dead to burn. Counter dice is not going to be able to push through that. Dang, I think we lost 2 characters this turn. Yeah, we lost Marcos and Azazel. Really unfortunate. But, unfortunately, that is simply how it must be. Apocalypse is up next. So, Sombor is in position to potentially make a colossal comeback. The issue is we actually have to push through and fight our way to that end. Now, let's see what we can do. I'm feeling confident Sombor can do this, but it is really, really big hits he's got to get through first. So, Without further ado, Sambor, let us see how you do.
Your end has come, Philip.
The degraded shockwave.
Allow me to protect you.
Debatable if we're even going to get enough damage next turn, but we're certainly going to try. Multi-slash, recover a bit of our stuff. Block, block, win. Transference. Feeling lethargic. Acupuncture. There's the stagger. Okay. So, let us just get as much damage as we possibly can. Because this is going to be a very important turn. I'm just going to go for Degraded Pillar. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much else. Apocalypse is if we're at 50% or lower, so that's not going to do a lot at the moment. Fervent Emotions. Emotional Turbulence. Take a little bit of damage, but we get to use Shockwave. Let's hope this is enough. Apply as much damage as we possibly can.
The fervent emotions.
Okay. So I believe he now permanently has Noon. Yeah, he permanently has Noon, so he's going to be ineffective to all damage for the rest of the reception. Is Yukari under 50%? I don't think she is. However, I just want to get as much value down as I possibly can. And then we'll also go for Acupuncture. We're definitely not winning this one. I'll just go for Fairy just in case, though. Let's go for Transference. And then Multi-Slash. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. It doesn't exactly look good at the moment, though. But let's hope the amount of Fairy we have will be able to carry us to the end. Apocalypse. Got rid of one of his big hitter abilities. We blocked it on Sambor. Bina actually almost blocked it herself, which is surprising. Acupuncture doesn't work on us, but we just need the damage to go through. Unfortunately, he's not actually taking damage from Fairy. So it looks like we're going to have to stagger him again. Okay, this is a little awkward. We might have to use Small Beak quite a few times here. Or... Nah. I mean, technically, if we went for Pleasure and Joy, we could restore a lot of our stuff. Because at the moment, we're gaining a bunch of strength and implying a bunch of feeble, but maybe we just need a lot more, like, actual regen. I don't know. Okay. Let's use a lot of Small Beaks. Because we're immune to the burn. The burn doesn't really affect us very much. Ah. One more. Okay. Let's think carefully on this. Stimulant. Fervent Emotions will definitely break Helios. Emotional Turbulence should do fine there. Let's see. Gain Protection. Or Draw. Let's gain some protection. Then as for Bina, she's not able to do anything at the moment. God, the damage. Holy crap. 8 went to 21. Yikes. Also, a turn before we finally got the freaking beast. Ugh. Wow. Well, too little, too late now, but, you know. It's the idea that counts, I suppose. So, because we have nothing else to be done, I guess we should just try and do as much damage as we can, right? Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Apocalypse. Ha! You know what? I know how to do this. Whoever takes long arms tanks every single one of his apply 30 burn cards. We got this now. I know what to do. Perhaps this will be our final assault. Although, honestly, I don't think we have enough damage, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Apocalypse! 85, good start. Although if that only did 85, we're not gonna do enough. You know what? We got him. God dang, that was close. Okay, so the whole tank the 30 with the person who took long arms, that did end up working. Barely, as you saw. As usual, if it wasn't for Marcos Jr. on this floor, we would not have enough sustain to get even close to do half the fights that we have done on this floor. Marcos Jr. is the only sustained person on this floor, and also the best one. He's now a book, too. I thought he would run away and become stronger this time as well. Oh, we're at place. What's wrong, Angela? Do you have something on your mind?
In an incomplete state, not only ego, but also distortion could occur. If a distortion appears instead of ego, he may have been used by the Blue Reverberations Ensemble as a new member.
Well, I'm glad there was no distortion as a result. By the way, don't you know what'll happen when he becomes a distortion? Reforming ego and the distorting process seems to be pretty similar to each other.
I don't know how, but I'm wondering how it will change.
Alrighty. Also, this bug is back where Marcos becomes a head, unless we go into the equipment, or the appearance thing, and then it goes back to normal. Whew. God, that second fill-up was actually really hard. But once we got it figured out, it wasn't too bad. It was just a matter of actually figuring it out. So, Marcos Jr. is back with the Magical Girl of Loves page. Here is the new passives. Encourage, because it's really, really nice on sustain. Fervor, because it helps us land our abilities. And Unrelenting, so that we can actually last a little bit longer if he gets focused down. And then Amaterasu, who is now wearing a very, very pretty outfit. As you know, if you have anything Magical Girl related, you simply have to wear something close to it. So he's wearing the second Fixer, Queen of Hatred. Exact same deck as Marcos had. However, Hawkeye, because it'll give 2 protection to the ally that suffered the most damage, your shield to make all of our defensive stuff a little easier to land, and Fervor. Overall, very, very close to Marcos Jr.'s second Fixer plus Queen of, Magical Girl of Loves page. Just a little bit, quote, more offense-based. So, meh. should be relatively good. So, I think that's gonna do it for this special episode 24 special of the Library of Ruina. We finally did the 2 big Philip things, and I figure this is the best episode to do it since I did want it to be special and memorable, so yay, we got Philip. How special and memorable. It has never been a surprise or a secret to you guys that I dislike Philip. I think he would have been a much better character if he got a Zhao treatment rather than a Philip treatment. But oh well. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next one, I'm not sure what we're going to pursue. I do have a couple ideas, but I guess we're going to see. I don't know how long a lot of the remaining mods on the workshop are. I know a decent amount are general reception, so I guess we'll see. I do kind of want to continue the quest line of the, basically the dark magical girl that, Marcos went against. I believe there's 3 other mods that creator has created, and I want to do those, so maybe we'll do those next episode and something else to go along with it. Not sure how long a lot of these upcoming mods are, but you know what? It should be fine. There is also another triple R mod that is sort of circling around. Apparently English isn't working on it, but I guess we'll see by the time we get to it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you
In the next one.
Bye.